Hello everyone, my name is Weizhou from the Interactive Media Lab Dresden. I'm excited to present our work, Documents in Your Hands, exploring interaction techniques for spatial arrangement of augmented reality document. This project was conducted together with Marc Ellenberg, Marc Satkowski, and Raimund Dachselt. We envision a future office where everyone wears mixed reality glasses. Documents like text and images, along with application windows, can be placed anywhere. Knowledge workers will move around freely, arranging and manipulating documents while fully leverage infinite display space and natural user interaction. However, a key question arises. How can we best support users in organizing, exploring, and comparing documents in AR environments? To investigate this, we conduct a user-centered design study to elicit interaction techniques and build a holistic understanding of designing future document management systems. Organizing digital content into structured layout is an important topic in HCI. Early desktop interface explored ideas such as gallery rooms and mountain landscapes. Many interaction techniques has been proposed for wall displays and tabletops. In particular, we draw inspiration from Bump Top, which highlights a realistic interaction style, and Rock and Rolls, which demonstrates the usefulness of hand gestures. Furthermore, more flexible workspaces can be created by combining multiple devices into cross-device environments. However, unlike holograms, physical devices have inherent constraints that limit potential. In immersive environments, spatial layout has been discussed extensively. With special attention to content placement in real surroundings, past work has explored finger and hand gestures, as well as tools like a handlebar or 3D grid for manipulating virtual content. Yet, we still lack of a coherent perspective on how interaction can help manage documents for various user goals and intentions. To explore this, we design and conduct a user-centered design study in a simulated office focused on AR documents. Our study employed a priming and production procedure. First, to ground participants in the target scenario, they spent 20 minutes freely arranging 15 paper documents as if preparing for an exhibition. Then, an experimenter asked them to recall and demonstrate their approach based on specific organizational tasks. Next, to inspire designs feature new form factors, we show participants sci-fi video snippets where characters interact with holograms. Finally, we ran an environmental priming to see how physical objects might be used in document organization. Participants were asked to locate objects in the environment. The entire priming phase took about 15 minutes. In the production phase, we used Microsoft HoloLens 2. 21 participants explored an AR environment containing 110 holographic documents arranged in 22 predefined layouts. They proposed techniques for 14 organizational tasks without worrying about technical feasibility. Those tasks covering general organization such as clustering and merging, exploration like previewing and searching, and comparison like sorting. To illustrate the idea, participants could speak, act out, or sketch. This phase took about 60 minutes. First, let's look at the quantitative overview. Based on video analysis, we extracted 790 distinct nodes. Organizing by input modality across all tasks, we found that hand gestures, both one- and two-handed, were the most common. Two-handed gestures often appear in more complex tasks involving document groups. Meanwhile, voice inputs tend to be used for searching, like locating known documents. Other modalities, including gaze, body movements, physical objects, and traditional web interfaces, were also present. From the semantic analysis, we identified types of the workspace. Body-centric space, including unbodied areas, such as short pockets or pant pocket, which were used for storage, as well as the arm-reach space, which served as a workbench to manipulate multiple documents. Physical environments such as walls or tables were often used to present grouped result. The center of the table could help in overview and manipulations. Smaller objects like folders, pen tips, or cabinet edges were also used to translating, selecting, or aligning documents. Next, we categorize observed interaction into 3 groups: workspace transition, group management, and layout management. Document transitions between workspaces were achieved by fetch and assign or pull and push, depends on the proximity. For distance documents, participants used gestures like grasping and throwing, or tracking and pushing document without touching, similar to using an imaginary vacuum or air blower. We also saw come-to-me gestures with curling fingers or go-away gesture with one hand. And imaginary tools like fish rods or Spider-Man web to pull the document closer. For documents within reach, participants fetch and assign them elsewhere, sometimes holding them temporarily in their secondary hand. Document groups can be formed by gathering individual documents or merging existing groups. For instance, participants would crash groups together with both hands, overlapping one group onto another, or temporarily hold them together in one hand. To split groups, they often use a lasso to select multiple documents, made a slicing gesture to cut them apart, or simply tore them into subgroups at a chosen position. To arrange document layouts, participants often draw the target layout with their hands. For instance, symbolic drawing of a circle to form a circular layout. Frame drawing to define the scope of a layout. Or direct brushing of exact layouts to specify both shape and scope. The source layer often play a role. A vertical stack can be flickered over like dominoes to form a column, or fan out like a poker cards. Participants describe various methods for getting an overview and extra information. This included an overview and detailed approach to inspect the entire document group and then zoom into a specific item. A slideshow strategy with swapping, or scrolling to navigate through the documents. A flipping metaphor that treats the group like a book, and directional swapping to move documents aside one by one for quick scanning. Following those findings, we aim to inform the design of future mixed reality systems with 2D documents. We present a design space including workspace, task, interaction, and layout. Specifically, layout component describe the geometric attributes including shape, orientation, dimension, curvature, strictness, and compactness. We also detailed design implications. For instance, we suggest anchoring documents on users' bodies to simplify arrangement, supporting spreading and compressing to facilitate transitions between workspaces and layouts, and designing hand gestures to align with the original layout to be transformed. Lastly, we built a keyframe-based rapid prototyping system to demonstrate our findings through 2 use cases. Office task management, transforming a stack into a slideshow, select items, and storing them in a pocket. Documents can be then fanned out, selected, and enlarged to share with a colleague. Graphic design iterations, brushing a desired layout in a middle layer to turn a stack into a row, rearrange items within that row, snapping them together, and drawing a rectangle to compare them with an existing poster. In conclusion, we highlight the role of the hand gesture in spatially organizing and arranging documents and collections, aiming to inspire the design of future mixed reality office. We encourage further research on how document types and relationships affect the layout and the interactions, how workspace partition and interaction can facilitate multi-user collaboration, as well as the evaluation of the usability and the design in concrete use cases. Thank you for your listening. For more detail, please refer to our paper and project website.